The Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications, GIFEC, is an agency under the Ministry of Communications mandated to facilitate the provision of universal access to all persons through the use of affordable ICTs for socio-economic development. Our vision is to innovatively manage a universal access fund, collaboratively with stakeholders to achieve universal access through the use of ICTs in Ghana. As the lead implementer of government's digitization agenda, GIFEC is implementing significant initiatives to facilitate the expansion of ICT and electronic communications through its Universal Access to Electronic Communications program. This is done through the implementation of the following projects. The Rural Telephony Project is an initiative to extend coverage of mobile telephony services to unserved and underserved communities in Ghana.
Before 2017, the Ghana Investment Fund had embarked on the provision of 117 rural telephony sites for a period of 8 years. With the innovation of having partnership with telcos and private investors, GIFEC between 2017 to date has deployed 506 telephony sites, which is benefiting 1.2 million people in rural communities.
The Cyber Laboratory Program.
A project embarked upon to make avenues for citizens to have access to digital literacy and capacity building. GIFEC, since January 2017, has deployed 650 cyber laboratories in basic schools and senior high schools. As part of this, 51 institutions have also been supported. We also have what we call community ICT centers, or the CICs. And before January 1st, 2017, 28 of 240 of these facilities were functional. Between January and now, we have been able to work on these. Now we have 141 community ICT centers working, 650 cyber laboratories in basic and senior high schools, and 51 institutions.
One other significant program being implemented by GIFEC is the ICT capacity building, awareness and content creation. The goal of this program is to reinforce and expand the use and benefits of ICTs for the general public by supporting a range of capacity building, education, and awareness projects.
With digital literacy, we have embarked on capacity building since 2017, and it is on record that we have had various capacity buildings for coding for kids. We've done girls in ICT. We have capacity building for artisans, teachers, and market women. And with the skills training that we have given them, they are now able to use ICTs in their financial management and even in buying and selling to market their products. And in all, we have trained not less than 400,000 persons within the period of 2017 to 2019.
One key area of focus is to ensure that persons with disabilities are included in the digitization agenda.
Identify that in most of the institutions, especially the tertiary and the secondary institutions, persons with disability are not really catered for. So we have developed for them assistive technologies, which have visual mechanisms that help persons with disability to be able to improve in their teaching and learning programs. With this, we have facilitated cyber labs in University of Cape Coast, at the Westco and the Ekropon School of the Blind. So far, with the assistive technologies, people who are visually impaired are able to learn on their own. And so far, we have had about 100 beneficiaries in this program.
The Smart Community Project, with the aim of providing an affordable or free Wi-Fi service to unserved and underserved communities across the country.
Until 2017, we have never had smart communities in the country. So in 2017, government instructed GIFEC to establish smart communities in the country. So through an effective collaboration or partnership with Blue Town, we have established about 10 smart communities across the country with over 70 affordable public access points. Yeah.
GIFEC is a major partner of this flagship program of the government. And to this, we have recruited over 1,400 NAPCO trainees who we are providing ICT skill set in order for them to help us achieve the government's digitalization program.
There's a need for us to make sure that we give the youth some kind of information and also train them in how to curb violent extremism. So we have targeted 3 regions: Ashanti region, Western region, and the Upper East region, that we have been able to establish these training courses. We're looking at extending it to the other regions in 2020, but between 2017 and 2019, this is how far we have covered in trying to curb violent extremism. We are hoping that in 2020, we'll even extend it to the area of the media to look at how to examine fake news.